Hello and welcome to this episode of Speed Reviews. This is a series I try to do about every 4 to 6 weeks here on my channel, where I basically review all of the new products that have come into my collection that I've had a full chance to test in different applications, different ways, etc. And now I have my full and final thoughts, and I'm gonna give them to you in a speedy style. And I actually have to do a speedy style because I only have like 56 minutes left on this SD card. So we're gonna go quick, okay? I will link these products down below in the description box. I will also list everything that's on my face in the description box. I am wearing some of the products that I'm going to be talking about today. I would be popping up some B-roll of me applying the products, but would love to know your thoughts as you're watching this video. Have you tried these products? What are your thoughts on them? Do you like them? Are you skipping on them? Are you putting them on a wish list? Whatever it is, let me know and let's do it. First, let's do the, obligatory disclaimer. This is all based on my own opinion, my own thoughts, my own experience. If you have different thoughts or opinions, that is totally fine. We may look for different things in makeup. We may have different preferences. I try to let you know why I like or dislike something, and maybe that will align with you, or it may help you if you have different tastes than me to, inform you on the product. I will also put the letters PR up in the corner when I do mention the product. If I got it in PR, I will be popping up codes if I have codes with these brands. But let me go over the categories that I split the products up into. I split them into 4 categories. I have amended one category, so if you've been here before and you've watched previous episodes, don't skip, because I am going to amend one of the categories. The first category is yes, yes, yes. And these are products that I really love. I've been reaching for a lot. I think they're top quality. I really, really, really recommend them if it is something that you're interested in. The second category is the one I have amended. I did used to call it good but not great, but I am calling it now I like it. Because these are products that I like. I don't love them. They're not my ultimate favorite, and there may be 1 or 2 like minor things about them that are kind of preventing me from putting it in the top category, or maybe preventing me from reaching for it all the time, but I still think it's a very good product. I changed it because I do think these products are great generally, but they're not tip-top favorites. The third category is meh. And these are products that are take them or leave them. I think maybe they would work for someone else with different preferences. They're not horrible products, but they're not products that I'm probably going to repurchase. I may not even finish the product that I have. And then the fourth category is it's going to be a no from me, dog.
It's definitely a no from me, dog.
And these are products I don't recommend. I don't really see myself reaching for these products after this video. I may keep them around to mention in the worst products of the year, but I definitely don't recommend you spending your hard-earned money on them. So the first product in the yes, yes, yes category that I want to mention are the new lip liners from Revi Beauty. I did get these sent in PR. I've been really enjoying wearing these, particularly the shades Honey and Almond. Honey is the lightest shade offered. It is actually, if I use it on its own, it's a little too light for my preference. I think this may work for someone who wants a very light lip look, or if you are very fair-skinned, it may work better for you, but I still really love filling my lips in with this and using this more in the center of my lip line, and then I do the outer portion of my lips with Almond, which is more of a darker brown color. This on its own, just all over the lips, I would use if I want more of a vampy brown lip. It is definitely darker than my lip color, but there is also a mauve called Fig, which if you like mauve, very pretty. And then there is Mocha, which is an even deeper brown. So I really love the gradient from light to deep. I feel like it is really inclusive, being able to include so many different undertones from light to deep. I definitely hope that she continues to come out with more shades. I would love something kind of in between Honey and Almond that is warm. Like, I would love that. Love that. So very much enjoying these. I will say they're very creamy. They feel like a ColourPop lippy pencil, but they are very long lasting. Like when I first swatched them on the back of my hand and I tried to wipe them off, I really had to scrub. Like they're very long lasting. So very excited to have these in my collection. Looking forward to hopefully a shade expansion in the future. Another product that I've surprisingly been loving so much is the Natasha Denona Hy-Sculpt Liquid Bronzer. I have mine in the shade Bonfire. I believe this is the 3rd from the lightest, if I'm not mistaken. I am not a liquid bronzer person. I really haven't tried too many, and the ones that I've tried I found are really hard to blend out. you have to work really fast because they dry down and then it gets patchy. This one I think is wonderful. I am wearing this on my face today. It is very blendable. It's pretty seamless on the skin and it doesn't have any shimmer in it, which I think is great for my preferences. I don't love an ultra shimmery liquid bronzer. I really enjoy the tone of this. It is leaning more warm without being orange, and me right now with a tan, it matches perfect for me. Just a slightly bronzed look. The way that I've been really perfecting using this is I take a very small amount on the back of my hand and I take a brush and I coat the entire brush. It seems kind of scary, but I coat the entire brush with the product and then go in with the face. I found that if I kind of half coated the brush and went in, it got a little too much too quickly. So I want to like spread the product out in a thin layer over the entire brush head to be able to spread an even layer. I hope that makes sense. It sounds scary, but I found it was just an easier application. Very much enjoying this for sure. And if you shop on Natasha Denona's site, you can use my code Rachel. It is affiliated and you get 10% off on her site. Wanted to let you know about that, but very much looking forward to continuing to use this. I was very pleasantly surprised. This lip gloss that I'm wearing on my lips is the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade Toffee. Oh my goodness, I have been sleeping on this gloss. People have been talking about this gloss for years, and this is the first time I'm trying it. It is the most beautiful, like perfect color for what I want. It's a rosy brown that's not too cool toned. It is like a milky look to the lips. One like wandful coats the lips. It's almost like a donut glazed feeling, like super nourishing on the lips. It smells so good, very sweet. I love this gloss. Like, this is one of my favorite glosses in my collection now. I really love the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb, which if you've been here, you know that. I would say this one's even more like glazed feeling. Oh my goodness, it is incredible. And I'm tempted to get more colors, but the reason I love this so much is partially because of the color. So I will be definitely cherishing this one. This product, I don't want to love it because it's so expensive and it is it's a basic highlighter, but I'm telling you, I've been reaching for it so much. It is the NARS Light Reflecting Luminizing Powder in the shade Electra. I will say the packaging leaves something to be desired. It's not very luxurious. It's pretty kind of basic. This is pricey, okay? But this highlighter, it reminds me of Becca Champagne Pop, but without being overly metallic. Like Becca Champagne Pop, if you remember, it's extremely metallic, which I enjoy sometimes, but I find that this one is a little more wet looking, a little more lit from within, but I don't want to be deceiving and saying that. It is still pretty darn glowy. I am wearing it on my face. Like if I move my face around, you can see that wetness. Oh my goodness, it is gorgeous. I've been applying this with a brush. I've been also applying it with my fingers if I want a more targeted application. It's just a gorgeous golden champagne highlighter. I don't want to love it, but I do. I can't lie, I've been really reaching for this a lot. Another set of products I want to mention are the Blend Bunny and Jordan Liberty Glossy Oils. When I did receive this collection in PR, Jordan Liberty actually voice messaged me on Instagram, which I was a little starstruck. I was like, really? That's very nice of you. He had watched my video and he had answered some of my questions that I had had. And he said that this is a different formula from the lip oils that Blend Bunny has released in the past. They are a little more slippy. They have, I forget exactly what, if it's hyaluronic acid or some kind of like hydrating element to it. They're not as sticky as the lip oils from Blend Bunny, although I do like the other lip oils from Blend Bunny, but these ones are called gloss oils, oil glosses. Oil gloss. So I definitely think that's a really good name because they do feel more on the glossy side. They're not just like a straight up oil. I really especially enjoy the ones without shimmer. I do have the one with shimmer as well. I do feel like with the one with shimmer is very shimmery. Like it looks like sparkles on your lips. So just be aware of that. That may or may not be something you're looking for, but very much enjoying these. They don't have a scent. So if you don't like scents in your lip products, you may enjoy these, but they're beautiful. They're really beautiful and an improvement on an already good product, in my opinion. I want to mention when I'm wearing on my eyes, the shimmer that's on my lid. This is from the brand Surratt. They are a luxury brand. And I did receive some PR from them. the first Creators and Friends I went to last year. They sponsored one of the brunches. We had gotten a goodie box from them, and then they sent me another PR package pretty long after that. I think this is the very end of last year, and I finally got around to using some of the products. This is a little single shadow. There is on top like a cream shadow, which the cream shadow is okay. I don't really love it and I don't use it, but the part that kind of flips underneath, the shimmer part, I've been reaching for this so much, and this one in particular. They did gift me several shades, but this is the one in particular that I want to mention. So this is called the Prismatique Eyes. The shade is Neutral Eyes. It's a cream and powder duo, but this is a powder shimmer shadow, and it is a beautiful like rose gold with micro sparkle in it, and it is just super luxurious looking on the lids. And I've talked several times about luxury shadows lately. Dipping into them, they definitely give a different effect than an indie shadow. Like, this does not look the same as a Clionadh shadow, and they're not meant to look the same. This is more of like a wash of a little bit of sparkle, a little bit of shine. It doesn't feel super wet. It feels pretty powdery, but it does give a gorgeous, in my opinion, more like sophisticated look. And I paired it with just a couple of matte shadows from a Blend Bunny palette just to kind of build out the look. And I've been really going for this very simple eye look type of situation because I've been really busy with my job, you know, my not YouTube, my job outside of YouTube. So I've not had a ton of time to do my makeup. So I've been reaching for this in particular a lot. It is gorgeous. Is it worth the money? That's up to you to decide. I don't know off the top of my head how much it is, but I'm going to guess it's very expensive because it's Surratt, but I have to admit, like, I love this look. So one product, again, a lot of pleasant surprises, okay? I am very skeptical when it comes to brow gels. I have very full brows and I want a brow gel that is like glue. I want it to glue my brows down so they don't move. I don't mind if it's a little sticky. I don't mind if it's a little stiff. My favorite brow gel is the Ardell Brow Glue because I'm convinced it's their lash glue in a different applicator, like in different packaging, because it feels like their lash glue. It looks like their lash glue for that matter. But this one I've really been enjoying as well. This is the Maybelline Super Lock Brow Glue. This would be for someone that doesn't want super stiff brows like me, but still wants a very strong hold. I think this hold is not quite as high as the Ardell, but very, very good hold. It reminds me of the hold of the ABH brow gel, but that one is more of a thin gel. This one is more of a glue. It is a little thicker, but I will tell you the way that I've been really getting the most hold out of this is I've applied it to my brows and then I take my fingers and kind of push it up against, so it's almost like laminating it. I feel that if I just brush it through, it does end up kind of coming off, or my brow hairs tend to move around. But if I push it down like a lamination situation, they stay all day without being super stiff. I mean, I can definitely feel them when I touch my brows. I can feel it, but it doesn't feel as like sticky as the Ardell Brow Glue. So if that's something you're looking for from the drugstore, would definitely recommend this product. And then this is kind of a wild card that I want to mention. It's not really a makeup product, but this is the Find Comfort Hydrating Body Lotion from Rare Beauty. I did actually get this from Angelica Nyqvist. When I visited her last year, I went through her like stuff that she was decluttering or, you know, PR that she had gotten she was going to give away. And she offered this to me and I had never tried it before. And then I ended up putting it in my bathroom. I have so many body lotions, body butters. It kind of was just at the back. And then I ended up moving. When I moved, I went through my body lotions, decluttered a bunch and only kept a couple. This body lotion is incredible. It is incredible. First of all, I love the packaging. I love that it's a squeezy tube. It smells amazing. Let me look up what the notes are because I'm not gonna be able to describe it to you very well. I'm predicting. I wonder if this is the same scent as their new fragrance. You'll have to let me know if you know. $28. I think that's, honestly, for me, it's worth that. I didn't buy it, obviously, but I would pay $28. So it's in the earthy and woody fragrance family. Lemon zest, violet, and vetiver. It's a warm, cozy scent of soft cashmere and jasmine petals. It hugs the skin with hydration. Agreed. Instantly brightening dull skin and renewing vibrancy. agreed. It is the most luxurious feel. Like, I put it on my skin. It doesn't disappear as if I didn't put anything on my skin, but it doesn't remain wet, sticky, tacky, and it makes my skin look very hydrated and healthy. And you can smell the scent throughout the day, but it's not overly scented to the point where it's like, oh my God, I'm getting a headache. It is incredible. It's incredible. I'm so happy to have this. Thank you, Angie. I would definitely be repurchasing this when I'm done with it because everything about it I'm loving. All right, now we're gonna move on to the I like it category. And the first products I wanna put in this are the Unearthly Cosmetics and Courtney Quarantine lipsticks. These are the menacing, I was gonna say metals, menacing cream lipsticks. I'm so excited that they are doing cream lipsticks, and this packaging, gorgeous. It has a magnetic closure, very satisfying. It has like a galaxy night sky type of sparkle to it. It reminds me of Space Mountain. I don't know why, in Disney World. And they created some absolutely gorgeous shades. There are 3 different shades: Secrets, Eternal, and Lore. I really enjoy the shade Secrets, which is the most kind of nude one for me, but it is more of a cool toned, like clay nude. Pretty unique to my collection. The formula on these is really, really nice. One swipe, full pigment. They're very comfortable on the lips. They aren't super shiny. They aren't dry down matte. They're a cream lipstick, very aptly named. I do also enjoy having these kind of more fun colors, different colors than I would wear. The only reason I'm putting these here is because these are really colors that aren't like super my preference. I don't know how much I'm gonna reach for them personally, but I really would suggest them if you are looking for a really good cream lipstick with a very luxurious packaging with these colors. And if you wanna support an influencer, a content creator, that's always something that I enjoy doing. I always love when content creators get collaborations. So very excited to have these in my collection. I appreciate it. Thank you, Unearthly, for sending these my way. I also like that there's no scent on them. So that is a plus for me, but yeah, I like those lipsticks a lot. They're great. Another product from Surratt that I wanted to mention are their blushes. All of their stuff comes in this like super luxurious packaging, as it should for the price point. They gifted me 2 blushes. These blushes are absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous, really beautiful. I don't know the shade names. I will find them and I will put them in the description box down below. There is a pink one and a peach one. They are just a very soft, buildable, very buildable formula. So if you are looking for a lot of pigment in your blush, probably not. At least these 2 colors are probably not going to work, but I do feel like they give a really pretty healthy glow to the skin. Not shimmery, not shiny, but not flat matte. The only reason I guess I'm putting this here in the I like it is I think it's a good blush. I think it's a pretty standard type of blush. And for the price point, I don't know that it's like overly amazing as opposed to like the single shadow. This I think is very unique and pretty. This is a good blush, but I feel like I have plenty of blushes in my collection that look like this that are at a much lower price point. So, I mean, that's up to you. But for me, it's a good blush and I like it. I'm kind of going along in the same vein when I talk about the this is very dirty, please ignore that. This is the Tower 28 Long Beach Iced Tea is the shade. It's called the Get Set Blurred Set Matte Powder Blush. I really enjoy Tower 28. I think their products are really, really nice, and this blush is pretty. I like it. I do like these more like rosy nude blushes, but this is very buildable, and it is a straight up matte blush. No sheen, no shine. I would have liked to have had a little bit of glow to it, but it's fine. Like, it's a good blush. It's nothing that's like blowing me away. It's nothing that's making me want to reach for it all the time, but I like it. It's a good blush. That's kind of where I'm at with that. I also got somehow put on the Wet n Wild PR list, which I'm very excited about. So I have a couple of their products to talk about. They came out with iridescent, and this one is actually broken. So we'll hold it up carefully. Iridescent highlighters. Iridescent duochrome highlighters at the drugstore. Absolutely love it. So we have the green one is in the shade. Actually, the colors, for whatever reason, are put on the part that you have to rip off to open the package. So I will put the colors in the description box. There's a green one and a blue one. I think these are really pretty, especially for a drugstore price point. But I will say I don't like Wet n Wild's packaging. That always is going to knock it down a notch unless the product itself is amazing, 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 and I want to reach for it all the time. I'm always kind of hesitant to reach for it because the packaging is so cheap. I'm always scared it's going to break, etc. So that is a downside. I do also prefer other iridescent highlighters that I've used, but again, this is a very low price point, so I'm trying to take that into consideration. But there are other iridescent highlighters that I prefer, like the Blend Bunny palette, which I don't know if it even exists anymore. There's also the Gain Beauty highlighters. Those are so good. The Kaleidos highlighters, where they are more of a smooth application with a shift. These ones have a lot of sparkle in them. They look more shifty in the pan than they do on the face. These ones are very sparkly. That's kind of how I feel about that. I still like them. I still think they're gorgeous. I'm so excited that they offer an option like this at a drugstore price point. But, you know, the packaging leaves something to be desired for sure. Another product from Wet n Wild that I'm very impressed with, was not sure how I was going to feel about it. I did get the entire SpongeBob collection sent in PR, which I am a huge SpongeBob fan. Like huge, have been forever. One of like the top 10 reasons I love my husband so much is he can quote any SpongeBob episode like on a dime. I mean, I love it. Maybe not the top 10, but maybe top 20 reasons. Anyway, so this product in particular, the Underwater Wonder Blush, I took a really long time to reach for it because I was scared of the color. Like this is a very white-based cool tone pink blush, not my preference. And usually these colors don't look good on me, especially when I have a tan, if they have a super strong pink base. But this looks really good and it is very easy to work with. I'm also very hesitant with a lot of liquid blushes. Like I said, with the liquid bronzers, I'm scared how they're going to apply. Are they going to be too pigmented? Are they going to be patchy? This one is perfectly blendable, perfectly pigmented, not overly so, but not so much that I had to build it up and build it up and build it up. I thought it was really easy to work with, and I really enjoyed the effect at the end of the day on how this looked on my face. I was very surprised. Very surprised. And I love the theme, of course. We've got Patrick Star up at the top. Like, that's making me smile. It's making me happy. It's a doe foot applicator, so I don't really have any complaints about the packaging. So that's great. Yeah, again, pleasantly surprised. I feel like this is the theme of this category. But yeah, I thought it was a really pretty blush, actually. All right, and then the last thing in this category I want to talk about are the products from Blend Bunny and Jordan Liberty Masterclass collection, the two face palettes. So there is a big giant blush palette, and then there is a smaller, I forget what this is exactly called, Pro Luster palette, okay? So let's start with the Pro Luster palette. These are like kind of multi-purpose products that you can use anywhere. On the face, on the eyes. Of course, if they're not eye safe, check before you use them on the eyes. But I like this. I did actually use this on my eyes. I'm not telling you to, but I did. And I thought they were pretty. They looked like really pretty metallic shadows. And this I did use as a highlighter, and it was pretty metallic. I mean, this is one of those products I personally, like as a normal consumer who doesn't do makeup on other people, who doesn't do editorial looks, I'm not gonna get a lot of use out of this, but I can appreciate trying to do something different, going out of the box, and they are really pretty metallic, very metallic products. And if I was gonna just simply use these as eyeshadows, they're very, very, very large pans. Personally, I don't need all 4 large pans like that. And then the Pro Masterclass face palette, Pro Cheek palette. This is a giant palette full of blushes. I love the blushes in this. I think the blushes in this are so good. And I think that these blushes, I may be wrong because I don't think Jordan specified with this, but these blushes are much more buildable than the other matte blushes that Blend Bunny has come out with. I do find that their old matte blushes were extremely pigmented. And for my skin tone, I had a hard time blending them out, making them not look overly pigmented. But these are just like the most easy powder blushes that Blend Bunny has come out with. Like easy to apply, easy to build up. You can't go too crazy with it. I am wearing this shade Tension on my cheeks today, and I went in and I got this just like perfectly flush cheek at least for my preference, what I like. There is one down here called Heroin that is more of like a highlighter that I've used as a highlighter. It's pretty sparkly. Keep that in mind. And then there are two that are, I forget what these exactly are called. It doesn't say on here, but these are a little more satiny, a little less like sparkly. I'm not really going to use these. I guess they could be used as like blush toppers. It's just not in my preference to use like a metallic color like that as a blush topper. So I guess the only reason this one is coming in this like I like it and not the top to top is just it's extremely large, and there are some products in these two palettes that I personally won't reach for. I totally appreciate them. I understand what they're there for, and other people may get more use out of them than me. I'm so glad to have them in my collection because I love Blend Bunny, and I am a collector of Blend Bunny now at this point. Like, I want everything that she releases, and I'm very happy again for an influencer collaboration. So yeah, very luxurious packaging as well. Definitely would suggest this if you're looking for something like this. I have no products to put in the meh category, so I think that's a win. But I do have 3 products to put in the it's gonna be a no from me dog category, unfortunately. So let's first start off with a product from Surratt, and this is their lip gloss. It's called the Lip Luster in the shade Coquette. It's a really pretty pink iridescent gloss. It is so freaking sticky. Like, I can't deal with a sticky gloss. That is something about me. I won't deal with it. I just won't deal with it. I can't deal with it. I'm not going to deal with it. So that's that on that, especially for whatever the price point is on this. Not a fan. Along the same veins, I hate to talk about indie brands in a negative sense, but these products just didn't work for me. They might work for you, but these are the lip products in the Wicked Widow Beauty and American Psycho collection. I freaking love the packaging on everything. They did such an amazing job on the packaging, but I don't like this lip gloss. It's very sticky, and I really don't also love, same with the Surratt, when a doe foot applicator is so tiny for a lip product. Like, I have to dip in like 12 times just to coat my lips with it. It is just a really pretty, kind of iridescent blue shifting gloss, which is pretty, but I just didn't like the formula. And then the matte lipstick in this, it's actually marketed as a metallic lipstick, but this is, in my opinion, not metallic. It is a matte, like very matte, very drying, kind of hard to spread out lipstick with sparkle in it. Unfortunately, just not something that I prefer. It has really nice packaging with a magnetic closure, which I do appreciate, but these products just didn't work for me, unfortunately. I did really like the eyeshadow palette though. And then the last product in this section is the Essence So Cherry Happy Peptide Lip Gloss. I will say the look and the effect on the lips of this is gorgeous, but it straight up smells like cherry cough syrup. And it tastes like it because it's so close to your mouth and it is so strong and chemically. It feels like I just took cherry cough syrup and just put it all over my lips. I can't do it. I can't do it. Even though the effect is gorgeous, I can't do it, you guys. I can't do it. Would not suggest it. Unless you like the smell and taste of cough syrup, then maybe it could work for you. All right, and that is it for this. I almost said new makeup releases now. I'm sorry, by the way, with the lighting. If I film too late in the day, the sun is going right into my window. What if I do this? Okay, thank you so much for watching today's speed reviews video. I hope you enjoyed it. I would love to know your thoughts down below in the comments. Have you tried these products? Do you want to try them? Did you skip on them? Are you on a no buy, a low buy? Are you just here for the fun of it? Whatever it is, let me know, and I will see you very soon in another video. Bye.